Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Amanda from New Life East. Last week we learned about the Sermon on the Mount, which is one of Jesus' famous teachings. We learned that Jesus taught people how to live in God's kingdom. We cannot earn a place in God's kingdom by obeying, but when we have faith in Jesus, the Holy Spirit helps us love God and to obey. This week we will learn that obeying Jesus can be kind of hard sometimes. Before we learn about our story, do you guys remember our question? Our question is, what did Jesus teach when he was here on earth? And the answer is, Jesus taught about God and his kingdom. He taught that all scriptures are about him. Every story in the Bible points to Jesus. Jesus came to earth to live the life that we could not live and to die the death that we deserve to die. When we have faith in him, we are adopted into God's family and become part of his kingdom. It's important that we know what it means to be in God's kingdom and how we ought to live so that we honor King Jesus. When we follow Jesus, we must expect some things to be hard or sad. Thankfully, what Jesus offers is better than what the world has to offer. Jesus offers true joy. Joy isn't just feeling good because things are going really well. Joy is feeling peace and hope because you understand that God is in control. We can feel joy even when we are sad. Joy comes from knowing that no matter what happens to us while we are living in a sinful world, Jesus will return and restore the world, and we will live forever with him. When we choose to follow Jesus, we must give him complete control of our lives. Sometimes that can seem scary or even sad, but the truth is, we gain something much better than anything we give up. Following Jesus is not easy, but he is worth it.
Large crowds traveled with Jesus. Many people wanted to follow him. One man said, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus told the man, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." Another disciple said, "Lord, I will follow you, but first let me go and bury my father." Jesus replied, "Follow me and let the dead bury their own dead." Jesus told the people that following him wouldn't be easy. It would cost them a lot. Anyone who comes to me must be willing to leave his family. You must love me most of all, more than your own life. Anyone who is unwilling to suffer cannot be my disciple, Jesus said. Jesus urged the people to think about what they were doing. He told them a story. If you wanted to build a tower, you would first sit down and figure out what it would take to complete the tower. Otherwise, you would build the foundation and be unable to finish. People would laugh at you. Then he told them another story. If you were a king, you wouldn't go to war against another king without considering whether your army would be great enough to win the war. If you have too few men to fight, you would send some men to ask for peace before the battle even started. Jesus wanted the people to consider the cost. If you are not willing to give up everything you have, you cannot follow me, Jesus said. Following Jesus means giving him complete control of your life. That is not easy, but it is worth it. Jesus said, "Whoever gives up his life for me will find true life." What good is it to have everything you want in the world if you give up life with God forever? Jesus taught that following him is not easy. It requires commitment and sacrifice. When we trust in Jesus, we give him complete control over our lives. True life is found in Jesus, who gave up his life to rescue us from sin and death. He is worth it.